Howdy, everyone.
Hello.
How it goes? A long time no see. I be Cherry.
I'm Quincy.
And welcome back to the Nomikai podcast. Oh, yeah. We got you for 3 hours. Okay, no, we're not gonna be that long. Definitely not.
No, not nearly.
No, we both got work.
True.
You got work in the AM, and I wake up kind of after him.
This is almost going to be a podcast speed run.
It won't. It'll probably be like an hour long. Actually, yeah, it's a speed run. Yeah, we accidentally end up going like what, an hour and 30. All that cool stuff, but you know,
sometimes 2. So
cool. Yeah, we'll try our best not to last that long this time.
Gonna cut this in like half.
I know, right? Ooh, it's dangerous. But yes, to of course come back and to do some amazing stuff for you guys. We're gonna be drinking something a little different, a little fancier than what we usually do.
It's gonna be a combination of peach wine and champagne, or sparkling white wine, because I know already the nerd comment of, "Oh, champagne only comes from a certain region of France." Anyway,
yada yada,
we don't
such
care.
and such.
So here is the combination of drinks.
Please show them.
We have Stella. All right, it's a white flavored wine. Can get this almost anywhere. And then we have Cook's Extra Dry. Now, reason why I picked Extra Dry is because it kind of cuts back on the sweetness. If you want to have more sweetener or have your drink be a little sweeter, you can get regular. You can just get dry, or you can get I think it's called Brut. Actually, might be dry as well. Don't remember. I'm not an expert in alcohol. All I know is Extra Dry makes so that it doesn't taste as sweet, but you still get the full flavor.
And this is something that you can get almost anywhere. We literally got this at the corner store. How much did you spend just to get these 2 bottles?
Let's see. Just to get these 2 bottles.
And I remember you also bought a Monster too.
I did. I spent, I think it was around 30.
Yeah, right. See, so that means even you can afford this fancy schmancy drink. So I am looking forward to it because I don't really drink wine or champagne that often. I'm more of a beer and just hard liquor kind of guy, with the occasional seltzer here and there. Like what was it? Like Arizona's.
Yeah.
That one was funny because I thought you just bought like a box of Arizona's.
Yeah.
And first of all, cheers to you guys.
Cheers to you, listeners and viewers.
Cheers to you, my friend.
My good friend, who's also my mortal enemy.
Oh, that's good. Mm-hmm. Oh, yes. This is gonna be a very fun, problematic beverage. Mmm.
Hopefully it's not too strong.
Yeah.
So you're not getting that much alcohol. I mean, it is technically 2 bottles of wine, so if you polish off both of them, you just had 2 bottles of wine.
Yeah, easy peasy.
It's actually almost a normal amount for people to drink.
Yeah, some people go through. I do see a lot of couples actually just go like just do 1 bottle typically.
Yep.
Just to be a little romantic and gay, and also, I mean, depending on the bottle you get, they're kind of pain in your ass to try to like store it. So.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, we have quite a few things to talk about today. Of course, some of the topics at hand are going to be in regards to My Dress Up Darling, the manga finale, which we both read and really enjoyed. We'll get more into that.
Yeah.
Of course, we also just finished recently watching Bureaucrat Villainess, as we kind of call it. Season 1 finale just dropped earlier this week, at least the day that we are recording this, which is March 30th.
Yes,
and we will be, of course, talking about our watch list as well for this upcoming season of spring, and also some other minor stuff here and there, and we will get into that when we get into that. So let's get started with, of course, we'll dive into some of our thoughts first. We'll go into our thoughts of the, My Dress Up Darling series finale, at least from the manga, and I would love to hear what is the emotion you felt as you read the final chapter.
So the main emotion I had felt watching the final chapter of My Dress Up Darling, sparkle, was a mixture of both happiness, sadness, and anger. I was happy because things went the way that they should have, and I was like, nice, very good. I was sad for only for a short time because of misleading the showcasings of using picture frames. That was kind of cold. They knew exactly what that was a setup for. And
he's referring specifically the way they displayed Grandpa Wakana's image, thinking, "Oh no, did he croak? Is Grandpa gone?"
Yeah. And then I was a little angry only because when we finally got to the ending of it, basically, we got to that actual finale, I was like, man, you really blue-balled me for like 4 months.
I felt it was longer. Was it only 4 months?
I mean, it probably was longer. It could have been. I don't know. But it was like, man, you really were blue-balling me for a good long minute until you finally give me what I want. And now we're just done.
Yeah, you just kind of left after you blue balling the hell out of me just for so long.
Like blue balled the hell out of me for a long time, and then you finally just dropped it. You made what we actually want happened, and then you ended the series. That was it. It was like, we're done. And I'm like, you know what? I'm actually not too mad because
you got what you wanted.
I got what I wanted, and honestly, the only other thing that they could do with the series would have been what they already have been doing with the series.
More cosplays.
Which is like, all right, cool. We just keep more cosplay tips and cosplays that aren't real that I'll never hear about, even though they sound really interesting. I have the Angel storyline inside of My Just So Darling sounds really interesting. That sounded like a really cool video game.
Yeah, it was a manga. Yeah, I remember. Okay, we talked about this privately, where I both loved and hate that arc in the sense of, I loved it in the sense of they did a lot of world building for this. I think it's Haniel.
Haniel or Haniel or something.
Yeah, they did this world building for this manga, and it made me actually interested in that manga. But there's a slight problem with that, and that problem is it's not real. It doesn't exist. Yeah, it's not a real thing. It's a in-world manga that doesn't exist in this world. So it really made me go, why are you showing me all of this shit? I can't enjoy it for myself, technically.
And so that's all My Just So Darling would have became, is just the manga basically showing us really cool ideas for other manga that don't exist, just so that they can showcase cosplays that don't exist.
Like, hey, it'd be cool if
while we handled our new formed couple, Gojo and Kitagawa, which is like, hey,
like, who knows? Maybe if she's like Fukara, if she's looking into making this a series with the whole Haniel thing, whatever, if she decides to do that, I will then be okay. But I'll have you know, as of right now, I'm not, because it was dragging on, and it knew what I wanted. Fucking Gojo was acting weird, and I'm just like, bro, you good, bro? You looking looking nuts?
What is happening?
I remember when he's like fit as a cosplay, and she was like, yo, you didn't have to rush, my G.
So yeah. So those were my feelings on the season finale. It was a mixture of happiness because I got exactly what I wanted. Things went well. Honestly, I keep on trying not to spoil things from it, but I'm like, if you're watching this podcast, you came because you wanted to get spoiled. So yeah, when they finally showed that they basically got married, that made me so happy to see those rings on both of their fingers. I was like,
I kept looking at their left hand the entire time. Bro. Every time I turned the page, I just look at their left hand. I'm just like,
yeah.
I was just smiling I was geeking. I'm not gonna lie. I was right here.
I'm sad that I was a little sad because they tricked me into thinking that Grandpa had died. And also that it's over, anything that you're enjoying, once it comes to an end, is always a sad moment.
Yeah, a little bit of emptiness of something less to look forward to, basically.
Yep.
I have to give credit to the series. It did leave me satisfied
It did.
Because I've been, I've been reading a lot of series that were already completed, and I go, all right. Anytime not anytime, but sometimes I'll go out of my way to look for a completed series, just to be like, all right, I just want to read something and not have to wait for whatever. I just want to just read it and just get my initial thoughts on it, or at least like have an idea of what it's all about. And a lot of stuff have just left me go, oh, that's it. Like, a lot of manga have done that, and even when it's a pretty decent length, I tend to be somewhat disappointed with the direction it went with. But some of the long-term romances that have been existing had me, with satisfying endings. Like, I give, my Just So Darling, I was very satisfied with the ending. I was just like, all right, cool. Yep. I didn't feel sadness or emptiness like I have been feeling for some series. Like, for, hell, like Nagatoro, I was like, damn, you're really done. Crazy. Yep. It's a wrap. Like, it's done. Like, we damn.
This is it.
Damn, no more making fun of Naruto, no more you gonna believe it whenever I say his name to him. Like, this is it.
Naruto. Believe it.
Like, damn.
Yeah.
This series, I'm just like, oh wow, it's over. Damn. All right. Okay, can't wait for her next project. I like the fact that Fukuda is a gooner. So I hope. Oh no, dude, she has a series called I think it's called Miro Iro or something like that.
What does that mean? Like gooning with my neighbor?
Shoot, I hope so. No, it's not. It's her brother.
Gooning with my brother?
Okay. So okay. Well, actually, the brother's gooning over the sister. But anyway, no. Yo, she has and it's not. They didn't do no nonsense. They didn't cop out and say, "Oh, it's my stepbrother." No. They're not doing that. This is hard. Oh, y'all related, and you is down bad for your sister. You wildin', like you crazy for that. So that series is also completed, but like no one's translating it anymore, and I'm upset because I want to see where does this go. Like, how far gone do you become, and how based are you? But but she has that series, and one most popular series she has is obviously My Just So Darling, because the Gooners showed up, and hey, I'm not shaming the Gooners. I'm a certified Gooner. Don't worry, he a Gooner too. Oh wait, I see. But yeah, this is she has that series going on, and I want to read that, so then I can be like, yeah, it's done. All right, sweet. I move on my life. But this series didn't make me feel that that kind of emptiness going away. It didn't actually make me feel that way, which is actually kind of a nice feeling, because usually, you finish the series, you just go, damn, that's really done.
Yeah, like, damn, that shit's really done.
Like, this is it. It's GG's. Like, there is nothing more. Like it's not like the feeling when The World God Only Knows ended, and I was just like, damn, I've been checking this series out for about like 3 years now, and it's now done.
Yeah, that's how I'm gonna feel when things like Goblin Slayer,
oh god,
and Shield Hero come to an end. I'm gonna be like, bro, what is this? What happened?
Yeah, when things wrap, there's some series I know for sure when they wrap up, I'm gonna be like, damn. What?
Like, it's over.
Yeah, Goblin Slayer is definitely one of those things for sure. I'm gonna be like, yo, GG.
It's over, boys.
GG's.
It's over. No more.
Like,
no more Goblin slaying adventures. No more Elf kicking this man or hurting this man because he keeps doing something that
rightfully so
is beyond her expectations. Because you keep challenging. She honestly, it's her fault. She needs to stop challenging him. Man's
becoming way more and more creative.
You don't want me to use explosions. You don't want me to use fire. You don't want me to use water. You don't want me to use poison. All right, fine. You ever heard of a lightning rod?
Yeah, that's wild. But yeah. I'm glad, My Just Darling didn't leave me with that.
Oh my god, if he ever does clean out a whole goblin nest due to because of a storm, and using something as a lightning rod to attract lightning to the goblin's nest and almost kill them along with it. And then this bitch has to say no lightning. I'd be like, listen,
I can't control lightning.
Can't control lightning.
I'm not that guy.
It's not like he's lightning magic. It's just he's a lightning rod.
Oh, okay. Let's go. Oh, here you go. I'll read this real quick. But yeah, it's one of those things where, you know, I'm glad it didn't make me feel very depressed, and I'm happy for that.
Okay.
But I'm happy I didn't, you know, feel bummed out, didn't get decimated emotionally speaking. You know, but it is one of those series where, like, as I moved it down into my section that I made of series that are completed, that I've also completed reading, I'm just like, damn. As I'm going past, that's when it kind of hit a little bit.
It's like, damn, I'm actually
done with this. Because, like, you know, mind you, I'm OCD AF. Quincy's not, thankfully, in that regard.
Yeah, in that regard.
My manga reading app is organized by chapter numbers that it has available, and also, and then I have it first for a series I'm currently reading, and then on the very bottom, it starts over in that chapter number order in series that I've completed reading as well.
Mine is just
newest to top.
Is it? Yeah, the newest thing that updated up to the top, and then
newest thing you also favorited,
and then whatever else whatever the last thing I read.
Mm-hmm.
So you got the new updates, and then anything that I read last will go down. So usually, if it's all the way at the bottom, that means I haven't read it in a minute. And if I haven't read it in a minute, it's either because it's completed or hasn't been updated in forever. Like Overly Attractive Gorilla, which I'm glad they had started updating that out of nowhere. That was amazing.
He was very or like one of my favorite right now, Rinchan.
Oh yeah, Rinchan. Back in business.
Rinchan is that we've talked about this and complained about it on here before. And that was a long time ago, clearly, because we don't record this much that often. So
what are you talking about? We make a post like every year.
This gay. But every year, once a year, we get like 2 to 3, maybe max.
Hey, listen, we're still better than Frank Ocean. You know, we're not dropping a Nomikai podcast banger and then leave for 5 years.
Yeah, just disappear and they're like, where are those guys? I actually kind of like them.
Where are those Nomikai guys? What happened to them?
Where's that Nom Nom dudes?
The Nom Nom bros.
Yeah, but. Really enjoyed my Joseph Dog. I highly recommend picking that up or watching the anime. Both very fun. Now, mind you, you're gonna get blue ball the hell out of yourself, and if you decide to read the manga, but I say it's worth it. It left me satisfied. Can't complain too much. I mean, I can, but like I won't.
Yeah, I think I did a good amount of the complaining right there.
Yeah, like you point out what was the problem.
Because I'm not gonna lie, man, she did. She blue balls you for a minute.
She does, and
she does it for a minute. She drags out the time it takes to get to the final confession. She drags it out.
Oh, it takes so long.
And then after that, it's just
we chilling.
Yeah, we chilling, some nonsense, and we're done. Wait, hold on.
What a no, that's wilding. But anyway, let's get into the manga recommendations just for you folks, because why wouldn't we? That's kind of our shtick.
Yeah, for you people.
Mm-hmm. And I'll go first. And the series I'm going to recommend to you is Hope You're Happy, Lemon. Alright, Quincy, go ahead and tell. Okay, no, I'm just kidding. But, but in all seriousness, Hope You're Happy, Lemon is actually a pretty solid series. Took me by surprise because when you read the description, it first sounds low-key like, okay, this sounds pretty drama-esque, and then you read the last sentence of the description of it, and you're like, wait, what the fuck is this series about? Because it takes a complete left turn based on the description. So Hope You're Happy, Lemon has to do with the main protagonist, Kun, and he gets, we get a flashback basically of his middle school years of his first girlfriend, and she decides to break up with him and says, I'm breaking up with you. I've been cheating on you this entire time with 3 other dudes. That's more than one guy.
That's more than one guy. That's more than 2.
Hell, that's more than 0. Anyway, so she goes ahead, they do that, breaks up, and bro has sworn off of love for all eternity until he gets to college, because, you know, we're not that dramatic. I get it. He's a middle schooler, therefore you're automatically dramatic, but once you kind of grow up, you become less dramatic. And he actually starts crushing on this girl in his club. And things seem to be going up for him until he runs into his first girlfriend and his first ex again, who happened to be nearby. And he was like, gosh darn golly, this is not...
Gosh diggity dang it.
This is not it, gang. This is not it. Yo, gang, am I cooked? Am I cooked, chat? Like,
chat, yo, chat, am I cooked? Am I cooked, chat?
So...
Yes.
He runs into her, and then they decided, you know, he was just like, oh my god, hopefully I don't run into her again. And you think that, alright, cool, obviously, let's be real, we all watch anime, read the mongoose, and we all understand usually that means you're definitely going to run into them again.
You're definitely going to run into them.
But now, take a wild guess, how would you, random person who may have to be watching, how would you think that they run into each other again? Well, it's real simple. They switch each other's minds into the other person's body.
Yep.
Yep, that is the story. And,
that's the premise.
Yep. And the best part, and the thing is, it's not just that they switch mind, like, you know, they switch bodies, and then that's what it's like. They do it every other day. So every other day, they switch each other's bodies. And that's just their life. So far, they have not figured out why this is happening. The story just moves on and just like, yeah, this is how it is. And there's shenanigans that ensues. He's trying to get close to the girl that he likes, because guess what? Now, how is he going to get close to the girl that he likes? Going, I'll have you know. Turns out that the girl that he's like is the roommate of his ex, first girlfriend. Because why would she be? Why? So, I thought that was very humorous. I like the series a lot, and also they turns out mayhaps even his first girlfriend / ex maybe fibbing a little bit as to why she broke up with him. Why? Well, the reason why is because you need to read and find out for yourself.
That is true.
Damn, you saw how I did that? Was that smooth?
It was very smooth. Another thing I like to add on to this point is, if you were wondering initially at the premise, you maybe had a moment where you're taken back. Don't worry, we were too.
Oh yeah.
We every single time we would pass by that, we would read the description and go, yeah, I'm not reading that, and that was it. He decided to finally pick it up, and so far he's enjoying it.
Yeah.
I still haven't given it a shot yet, but you know, who knows? We'll see what happens.
He also has like a gajillion other stuff he needs
we're
to
not talking
read.
We're not talking about what I need to read. Anyways, that's not what we're talking about whatsoever.
Oh, what we're actually talking about is your recommendation, which is...
So my recommendation is going to be Sekai ni Hitori Mao no Sukaite.
Oh, is it the one where you pour me more?
Yeah, I actually got to pour myself more as well. So, what this manga is about is a middle-aged salaryman worker ends up going to another world, and in this other world, his name is Kyle.
What a mundane name.
Yeah, I know, right?
I was thinking, I didn't think of a name quick enough.
Yeah, well, it's okay. But the reason why his name is Kyle is because in this world, Kyle in ancient language means sun.
Wait, now when you say sun, are we talking about like boy, or are we talking about sky?
We're talking about sky.
Okay, carry on.
Yes. Now, his original name is Zenichi Kiyama. When he ends up into this other world, he is, of course, given blessings by God and all these wonderful things. You know how isekais work. At least you should know how isekais work. If you don't...
The whole point of isekai is another world. That's what the word literally means. It
literally means that you're in another world. And then almost every isekai story is...
garbage.
Character is really, really powerful.
Oh.
A little too powerful sometimes.
Oh, God.
And sometimes they're just overpowered in general. Sometimes they just have it in the title. But...
that is true. Sometimes you just have it in the title.
Sometimes they just have it in the title. But Yeah, so this one, he is born into a noble family, and this noble family ends up abandoning him because they check something in him using an orb, and his orb turns black, and they're like, "Oh, he's a demon child," and so they get rid of him. But then he's adopted by this very understanding couple, this couple that is non-discriminatory towards him. They actually see and love him as their own son, and they gave him the name Kyle because on this rainy day when they found him and held him in their arms, the rain clouds just parted away, and there was sun shining bright as if the day had blessed them with their child. Yes.
That's corny as fuck.
It is. But it's so... That's why I'm telling you it, because I actually just started rereading it because I caught up to it, and I was like, okay, I'm kind of bored waiting for it to update, so I'll just reread it.
I do that too sometimes.
Yeah.
I do that too.
So I started doing this, so my brain is really refreshed on this point. But yes, so after that, he grows up to become 5 years old, and is on his, on his way to, I forgot where they were going. Actually, they didn't really tell us exactly where they were going, but they were going on the first family trip, and on this first family trip, some people get attacked by demons, demon wolves.
Oh,
yes.
That's not good.
Yeah, magical beasts. Grr. And of course, it's, it happens in a forest. It happens in a forest within, it's a carriage with has another noble lady, and of course the main character is like, I gotta go save them. And the dad and mom are like, what are you talking about? You're a child. You can't go out there. And he's like, but I can't just leave somebody who might need me. And I was like, God. All right, man. All right, buddy. All right, Bucky.
All right,
and
dude.
then he takes off and he goes and saves these people. But he uses magic to be able to save them because, of course, it's a world of isekai, so there's going to be magic that is there. And the magic that he ends up using is multiple different attributes of magic. That's going to be important later inside of this manga, because the reason why he was initially abandoned at birth is because the attribute inside of this world that causes the crystal to turn black typically is when someone has the attribute of shadow, which is contributed to demonic magic.
Demon.
But is that all really a black sphere really means?
Oh.
What
does it mean?
You want to know what it actually means, good sir?
No. Don't use my line against me.
You're going to have to read the manga to find out.
Direct hit. Is that blood?
He felt it in his gumption.
Damn, I didn't know about this series. That just sounds lit. I actually might pick that up.
It's actually pretty fun. It has a lot of corny moments, but there are...
Wait, when you say corny, do you mean really anime moments, or do you just mean like, it's like, oh my god, the cheese?
No, it's a little bit of both.
Oh, jeez.
A little bit of both.
Like, because there's some moments, like, I remember I showed you that one manga where I was like, this guy thinks he's the main character. He is the main character, but I mean, like, you could tell that he thinks he's the main character.
Once this boy gets to academy,
oh no, does he?
He really cares about his friends.
Okay, I'll think about reading it. I'll think about it. First, I was like, maybe I'll check that out. You told me that. I'll think about it.
Yeah. Now, it's not all about his friends, and also he doesn't get his power from his friends, but...
Yeah, you mean?
No, not even yet. It's just, but he just cares about them. That's it.
Just you wait.
He drops the lines out there as if his friends do something, but you know for a fact that's it. They didn't do shit.
Because of you guys, I was able to take him on. I literally just showed up.
I'm not gonna let you hurt my friends. Honestly, I believe you. I believe you won't let them hurt them. I believe it. Listen, you're here right now. You're 20 feet away from that man. I believe it for a fact if he blinked wrong, they're not gonna be able to hurt your friends. I get it. Trust me. I understand. They don't, but I do.
That's great. We love to hear it. Oh god. But Yeah, no, that's great. That actually sounds great. I might actually peep that.
Yeah,
fun. Now, I'll let you know.
Fun read.
If it does have too much cheese, I'm going to have to take a break at some point. But I'll find out when the time comes.
Yeah.
And I mean, also, I typed the name of it enough for me to find it right here so I can look it up.
Yeah.
Definitely going to do that. Oh, that sounds good. Oh, man, this drink is yummy.
It is.
It is so yummy.
Very tasty.
Yeah. Okay. Up next, we're going to actually talk about a series that we just finished wrapping up. I was going to include another series, but I just remembered that there's still one more episode for it anyway, so I'm not going to talk about it. Maybe I'll do it next week if I really care enough to talk about it. But for right now, we'll talk about the series that did complete, at least for this week. And that right there is Bureaucrat Villainess. The season finale came up, and it was good.
It was good. It was a banger. It was great.
Also, I really liked the ending in regards to with the Duchess.
Yeah.
The reason why is because it is implied that though the whole play thing was an actual tale of events. Ooh.
Yeah.
And I really liked that a lot. I was like, wait a minute, is that ball right there, the fairy?
Yeah. That switch some things around.
Oh, I get it. I see what you're doing. You and the missus, not the bakery's missus, not the man, the missus. Y'all swapped before at some point.
At some point in time.
And then y'all swap back and look at y'all. This is pretty cool. Anyway, yeah, we can actually now talk about our thoughts about that series. So now that's wrapped up, and that's a series, once again, I don't want to take credit or anything, but I'm going to do that. And I put that on our watch list way earlier, like 12 weeks ago, basically, when it first was. Actually, well, longer before 12 weeks. After reading the description, seeing what it's going to be about, and I was telling Q immediately during fall, we're watching this shit. we're watching this. I mean, he also was definitely down for it once he saw, wait, you're telling me a 52-year-old man was going to be becoming a Joe Summer.
Yeah.
He was sold once I said that.
I was like, all right, I had to watch it now, because how's this going to work out? A 52-year-old man inside of a 15-year-old girl's body. And an old Joe Summer at that. This is going to be interesting. How's he going to get through this?
And it was great. It was a really fun. It's a fun show.
I'm not gonna lie, the elegant cheat is that is clutch. Except for on one episode, but other than that, it's clutch.
I'll let you know that would definitely work for me, because I'm actually kind of bummed that if I had that, I'd be actually bummed, because I want to use my slang in a totally wrong setting. Like, yo, dead ass. Like, I want to say that, like, just like, wait a minute. Like, no, I would never have done that, Cap. Wait, what's this, Cap?
No, Cap. Preposterous.
I'm like, no, that's not what I said.
That's not what I said.
That's not what I was thinking to say. Why did it change to preposterous? You lie. Why did it turn to that?
Dead ass. You speak true.
Yeah, I'd be so mad. I'm like, damn, I want to use my slang.
Damn, this is
like, yeah, I want to use words where that would confuse people, and slang where they're like, what is that? I'm like, what? You don't know? Like,
listen here. Listen here. I need your attention on me. This sucks.
Yeah, I can't even go, listen here, you. No. But yeah, But anyway, it wrapped up. It was a really fun series in general. Really liked I liked all the characters.
Yeah,
there's not really even the like mean people in the universe were likable.
They were
like the bullies who were supposed to be bullying, and I'm like, they were funny, because like first they weren't like funny, but I mean it was like funny like after. The villainess Grace rizzed them up, which I'll have you know, the rizzing up.
The amount of rizz that this Ojo-sama 52-year-old man has, whichever one it is, both. Anyway, is incredible. She rizzed up a whole town.
she rizzed up her whole school via like play performance.
Via play performance and apparently fireworks, even though. I don't.
How you guys know about that? No, those who are watching.
Yeah, for those of you who know, I don't know it's her. The smarter people understand, but like, how do all of you know? All of you.
Yeah, like I understand gang, and I understand like the few people who put 2 and 2 together immediately upon sight.
Wait a minute. The fireworks are based on the person's mana's natural color.
And this one's both red and blue.
This one's both red and blue. That's where she is.
You know what's crazy? Like, that'd be crazy though. What if like the reason why I raised up the entire school is because they were saying it out loud and they're yeah, you're right. But has to be Grace Summer.
Yeah, but they were in the hallway though.
No. I meant the other nerds who remember the whole town. I mean, not town, the school. Remember?
Oh yeah.
I'm saying the nerds that like put it together.
Oh yeah. I mean, hey, yeah, maybe.
Yeah,
maybe.
Yapathon.
Then the rumors just spread in that instance.
Like they give Grace a lot of credit. Now, mind you, it is relatively rightfully so. It's not like an Ainz moment or a Irma moment where it's just glazing for the sake of glazing, and it's just like they didn't even do nothing. Like it's. It's like no, mind you, eyes really don't be doing nothing sometimes, and you get glazed. But it's not like those moments. It's like, oh no, okay, you guys are right, but you guys can calm down on the glaze. Like you don't gotta slobber knock. This isn't Pokemon Sword and Shield. Like you know, this isn't Pokemon Sword and Shield. You don't gotta go crazy. You don't gotta go nuts. Yo. Oh, God, Sword and Shield. Never mind. Anyway, currently convincing a couple of friends to go get a Switch and then also to go get Pokemon games.
Yeah, Scarlet and Violet to be specific. One or the other.
Yeah, currently, until like the next one comes out and we're like, all right, you buy this.
If you have a Switch and Scarlet and Violet, let us know.
Ooh, engagement.
Engagement.
Ooh, but
engagement.
Oh God! So, how do you feel about the wrap up for Villainous Bearcat?
Honestly, that one is both a happy and excited feeling because they do end it where it's like, okay, there's a possibility of season 2 coming out, and I wouldn't be surprised if it was season 2 coming because it was great. Mm-hmm. That ending theme song is a banger.
Oh God! I don't know how they're gonna outdo the opening and ending theme for the next season because the opening and ending theme are great. The first song is Choose by Cider Girl. If you haven't heard it, after watching this, go listen to it. I highly recommend it. Choose by Cider Girl is really good. And the other one is Masuken Samba. And actually it's just put ED Bearcat Villain. That's because it's done by the voice actor and actress for the characters.
Yeah, it's actually for the anime. So.
Yeah.
But the only way I could see them topping it would be if they got Matsuyoshi to do an opening, and then they got Bradio to do an ending.
We can't have Masayoshi do the opening because then we're gonna see a huge drop in animation quality or something. Because I don't know what it is, man. Like something about him being on the show, like at least just doing the opening or the ending.
Who knows? Maybe it'll be different this time. The animation's not even like that crazy.
I mean, true. Maybe they'll get the super adorable gal treatment.
Yeah. So you know
Hokkaido girl or gals are adorable or something. I think that's what the anime's called.
Exactly.
Because Masayoshi, man.
That's the other way I can see him topping is they get Masayoshi to do the opening, and then they get Bradio to do the ending.
I would be very satisfied if, for the life of God, if Frederick can do one anime.
Ooh, that'd be good too.
If Frederick can do one anime opening, I'd be very satisfied. And I wouldn't be upset if that series be his first. I really hope if they ever do an anime opening, it's not for like a super ass show. If the show they do is just so bad, I'm gonna cry. Because I know it's gonna be a banger, because it's Frederick. But at the same time.
Also, oddly enough, I want a random just all at once single just in the middle of the series. It's like for like a very touching moment. Because those guys can sing and make some things sound really pretty. So I just imagine, like, you know, a very touching moment, like where he's like finally leaving that world.
Oh yeah, going back to family,
and a song that plays. Because it's not like exactly a season finale yet.
Yeah,
it's just more.
Or you mean it's not a series finale?
Yeah, it's not a series finale yet. It's just like, oh yeah, things are. This is a sad moment.
This is a goodbye.
Just get 180 real quick, and it's like, okay, we're still going. Never mind. Yeah, that makes sense. It's only the 7th episode. I should have seen this coming.
I don't know, man. I don't know why.
I don't know why I thought that this was done. No, man.
No, God, you just reminded me of Super Adorable Gal when it was wrapping up that one episode. I think it was episode 11 actually. And I was like, right when it was like, she said something about like she's about to be leaving, and I was like, "Don't you fucking do it!" And then the credit songs that going on.
Yeah, that was hilarious.
No, I love a show that can do that to you. Because, now mind you, yeah, at the time, I'm very emotional and hurt. Because how dare you get... But, that means you did a really good job with this episode. Like, you know, that's what it actually means.
Yeah.
If this episode was bad, and you did that, I wouldn't care. I'd be like, thank God it's over. But... Or, God forbid you had a bad episode, but like this part was getting good, and then you just you ended right there. I'd be mad, but it's because the episode was bad. The episode was fine, and then that way, the thing I'm like, oh damn, wait, what's happening? And then immediately I was like, and I saw the way they were framing the shot, and I was like, don't you fucking dare! And then you just hear the credits theme, and I'm like, ah. Oh my God! But actually, no. We could tell Bureaucrat Villainess was really good. We know it was due to the fact that anytime we watched through it, damn near we would just go like, "Damn, it's already over."
Yeah, those episodes go by quick. If you haven't started watching it, you should go watch it because I'm not gonna lie, those episodes go by really quick.
It's not Bone Papa fast where I got scared, but it is definitely fast.
It's quick.
Oh, I don't even know if I've ever told you because oh my God, when I say those episodes move fast. One time, going to a scene, his chair over there, I was lying right here, and then right when episode whatever the hell doesn't matter ended, I was just like, what? I rose, look at the clock in disbelief to see the time change as fast as it did. Just to see I was mind blown. He was in
disbelief.
The utter shock, despair, sadness, anger, and everything. All emotions were there.
Utter disbelief. But yeah, that's how I felt about the ending of the season finale. Was just happiness and excitement. Like, yo, this was actually a really good series, and I can't wait for season 2. It should have came out last week.
Oh. Okay, that being said, let's dive into our anime recommendations up next because that's what we also do. We watch a lot of shows here and there.
We watch things, we read things, we tell you to watch things and to read things. You don't do it, but it's okay. It's not, but it's okay.
Yeah, I was like, it's not.
It's not, but it's okay. You know. I'm used to things happening in my life where I give advice to somebody that goes ignored. So, my anime recommendation for you, whether you choose to listen to it or not, is going to be School Babysitters. Some of you have actually probably already heard this because it was pretty popular when it first came out, because it is a very cute and adorable show.
Well, you like cute and adorable.
School Babysitters is about a boy by the name of Ruichi and his little brother Kotaro. Now, Ruichi and Kotaro lost their parents at an early age. So sad. So sad. Happened in a plane crash. Can you believe? So sad,
Can't relate to that.
So sad, yeah. But they end up getting taken in by the chairman of the... What did I write down here?
What did I write down?
Morinomiya Academy. Now, this chairman, the reason why she ended up taking them in is because she also ended up losing her son and his wife in, coincidentally, the same plane crash.
Oh my God.
I know, so sad, yeah.
What are the odds?
Very sad times, yeah.
There you go, thumbnail.
But but as she takes them in to help them out and let them study, or at least let him study at the academy until he's an adult. She gives the condition that he works at the school's daycare center. So he spends his days working at the daycare center and being a school babysitter. I know, right?
Oh gosh,
So, if you like cuteness, if you like comedy, if you enjoy a little slice of life, then you should be watching School
Girls
Babysitter.
Panza Garupan Kindergarten.
That's something else.
Oh, I knew that. Oh, what did you say? What is it called again?
School Babysitter is what you need to go check out. If you like girls in tanks, especially little girls in pretend tanks inside of a kindergarten, then you go ahead and watch Girls und Panzer Garupan Kindergarten.
Amen, brother. Amen.
The bonus manga recommendation that you weren't ready for.
Yeah, take
Girls und Panzer Garupan Kindergarten.
Girls and Panzer.
By the way, yes, you do have to say it with the thickest and the most inaccurate German accent ever. You have to. It's required by law.
Yeah,
so
yeah. Actually, that's
I didn't make the rule. He didn't make the rule.
No.
God wanted it this way.
And I listen to the word of God. Amen. Maybe another one that's up. Well, I go ahead and talk about my recommendation. And my recommendation, quite simple. It's actually a recently finished series, which is Headhunted to Another World, from Salaman to Big Four. Yep. Of course, this is actually the perfect time to also talk about our thoughts on that series as well.
Yes, sir.
Because it did just finish as well, with episode 12 releasing earlier this week, at least the week that we are recording this. So, that being said, it is a series about a salaryman, as you would assume based off the title, who then gets isekai'd, as you assume by the title. Oh, we finished? Oh, look at that, our last cup. I'm kind of sad. But who gets isekai'd into another world and to become a demon general. And now, here's the best part. Now, as Quincy already elaborated, when it comes to isekai characters, they're typically very, very strong.
Very.
They're like unnecessarily strong. They are built different. Their stats are off the charts, out the wazoo, have a broken ability even, and honestly God's favorite, to keep it a buck with you.
That's true.
Honestly, to the point that I both love watching isekais in the sense of I love the another world aspect, but I also kind of hate them because I'm not a huge fan of broken character unless the broken character is earned. That's why I like another series. I'm not going to say it because I'm going to record a video for that tomorrow morning when I wake up. So, make sure to watch that video, even though that video is going to come up before this one. Yeah, you watch it. Actually, I can say it. The spider anime. I like the spider isekai. Because overpowered is earned. It's earned. I like it.
Go watch the previous video before this one, even though this one was recorded before that one, and then this one came out after the one that was recorded after. You get it.
Yeah, you're smart. You're handsome, almost as much as us. But I'm still handsome.
I think you understand how
continuity
computers work or some shit.
Time continuity. But anywho, that being said, the main character in this series is not strong at all.
He is not.
And when I say he is not strong in the sense of raw power, 1, he can't use magic.
That part.
2, he's a middle-aged dude.
That part.
3, yeah, that's really it. He is just a guy.
He is just a guy.
He is the first episode lets you know that he is just a guy. Literally on site, because one other general, Ulamandra, aka the waifu of the series, if you're generic and vanilla, if you're based, the waifu is. Why are you looking at me like that?
I'm just very interested and intently listening to you. I just want to know who you think the waifu is when you're based and interesting.
All right. Anyway, it's furrier. Anyway. Now, if you're Abby, it's Olulu. Anyway, we're going to call him out. I'm going to clip this out purposely, and then I'm going to send it to him specifically. Actually, I'm going to put it in Discord gang, and they're going to see it. And then I'm like, yeah, I'm tagging Abby. You're welcome, Abs. Look at that.
Now, if you're an MC, it's Mao Shama.
Mao Shama. But yeah. But that being said, Ulamandra was not a fan of just some guy showing up and just
not at all.
Just going ahead and just getting Demon General promotion off rip and wanted to test him. Now, Mao-sama understood that this is just a guy. That being said, Ulamandra did not, and she was ready to basically kick this man's head off his shoulders, like dead ass, because she's strong. She's strong. She's strong.
Why are you so strong?
Yeah, like, I actually would not ask that question towards her. I would be like, "You're so strong." It would just be a statement. It wouldn't be a question. And the thing is, the Demon Lord stopped her from kicking his head off his shoulders, and he had to reiterate once again to her, he is just a guy.
He fainted.
Yeah,
when he tried to kick him.
Standing. And I think in the manga he pissed himself too. Like, he fainted and pissed himself, I think. So, now mind you, I'm a little tipsy. I might be lying. I don't know. Maybe I'm embellishing his tale.
It could. Hey, I like to embellish tales all the time, so it's okay.
But he fainted immediately while standing. And she had to ask. The thing is, he introduced him as just a guy. And then after she was like, wait, when you say he's just a guy, do you mean he's
just a guy? Yeah, he's just like, a guy.
Yeah. So no mana. No. Any magic? No. Strength or something? No. He's
just a guy.
He is such a guy that even humans in this world are better. Yeah. He is that much just a guy.
That's how much of a guy he is.
I come from another world, so therefore, technically, the reason why I'm so weak in my world is because we're out of God's length of protection of mana or something. There's no mana in the air, but here there is, and we're actually the super strongest or whatever because we've been on such harsh conditions or whatever nonsense that they write for us. It's none of that. No, he is just a guy.
He's just a guy.
Through and through. Bro is just a man in a suit just trying to pay his bills. So, I highly recommend it in the sense of it's honestly just a chill watch. It has some pretty decent action. And I do like how he traverses through this world's problems, not through raw strength, but through raw administrative powers.
Yeah. Let's just say that his charisma is up there, alright?
Yeah.
If this was Fallout, his charisma is at a 10. If this is Skyrim, his speech is at 100.
His intelligence is actually, in regards to negotiation, is actually used in real life too. And you actually do technically learn about...
You actually learn a little bit about like business techniques and sale practices.
And negotiation.
And negotiation tactics.
Yeah. And that actually does happen in real life. Like, this is, it's normal. Now, it's not going to be to the same extent as what this world is, obviously.
Yeah.
Because we're dealing with, like, demons and beast folk and yada yada, such and such.
Yeah.
Obviously, they're going to be operating a little bit more differently than...
food we never heard of.
Yeah. And minotaur species and stuff like that. And kingdoms that you wouldn't really have... You being a regular schmuck salaryman wouldn't actually experience. So... obviously take it with a grain of salt because it is, what's the anime?
Fantasy.
Fiction. So...
It's fake.
Yeah. And...
like wrestling.
Yeah. What? But, anywho, I do highly recommend you check it out. It's a cool watch. Once again, it's only 12 episodes. The way I would recommend watching it, now mind you, it's a little different in the sense of what we were just talking about with Bureaucrat Villain. That's where it goes fast. I actually recommend you watch this at like 2 episodes, 3 episodes at a time. Take your time with it, just because it's one of those shows that it's not. I wouldn't say it's so interesting that I could go ahead and just steamroll through it.
Yeah.
But it is one of those shows. Now, mind you, I know I can just because, one, I'm probably going to put it on at some point at work and, put it on an English dub so I don't have to, read because...
You don't like reading.
Read. There's a reason why this guy reads like a gajillion of them really quickly.
And I also still don't like reading.
Yeah.
Give me a regular book, I won't touch it.
Yeah. I'm not gonna look at it.
Actually, you know what? That's a lie. I'll read the first 3 pages.
Oh, I thought you were just talking about the cover.
And then that'll probably be it. I can get through 3 pages and be like, man, this is actually a pretty interesting story. I can't wait to read that later. Guess what?
Yeah.
That later ain't coming.
Like, you actually, that's funny. I bet you genuinely do feel, this is actually pretty interesting.
I do.
And then
I do genuinely feel this is actually a pretty interesting story. I can't wait to read that later. And then the
later comes.
The thought of me reading it already gives me the feeling of, I'm not gonna pick that up.
I'm not gonna pick this up a day of my life.
Yeah, wow, this is so interesting. Man, I can't wait to read that later. Oh man, I'm thirsty.
Stacking more things.
What's going on my phone, anyways?
Stacks more things onto it.
Oh man, what does this say?
Oh god. Oh,
see, normally things become a paperweight when you don't use them. No. Books, I don't touch them, become a paperweight. They become a new table.
a new service of my table has already established. Oh god.
Actually, water in that.
Oh yeah. So okay. How do you feel about going through, Headhunted to Another World, Spider-Man?
Oh,
like to the series and then like the wrap up to it.
Oh yeah. Honestly, I didn't really have too much feelings about it.
Yeah. It's a real chill.
It's a chill watch. It's not something that's like, oh, you see it like ending and you feel like upset or like it didn't really like leave me with like any like sense of like
regrets or
not like
emptiness.
any sense of like regrets or emptiness or even like joy or excitement.
Yeah.
It was just more of like, all right, I guess we're done. All right, well, maybe they'll get to season 2 where we get a little bit more.
Yeah, because it does go further in.
Yeah, where we get a little bit more. We get a little bit more about it.
The world building expands a little bit further out.
Yeah, so it's like maybe that'll happen. I'm not really.
What do you think of it, the series? What did you thought of it?
Overall for the series, I would definitely, if I had to give it a rating, right?
Yeah.
If I had to give it a rating, I would probably give it a good like a good 7.8 out of 10.
All right.
Where it's like it's definitely above average. It's got a lot of elements in it that are absolutely fun. I mean, one of the bits inside of it that we both enjoy, you heard it earlier, is the Mao Shama. Because this man will just throw out a list because of how
he's sobbing at the time.
How emotional that he is inside of a moment.
He starts crying at that point.
And so it's just it has its moments in there that are just really great and enjoyable.
Oh wait, we can't slip out the bangers inside the OST. Now the thing is, so I like the opening, but the mixing they did for it is way too quiet.
Oh yeah.
That being said, though, but the rest of the background music, the ending theme,
great.
it's so good. I actually really enjoyed it. Because the opening, when I hear it at a volume that it should have been at,
I'm like a normal volume.
Yeah, I'm like, okay, this song is. I understand, because I remember we listened to it one time.
Yeah.
And I read the comments, and people were like, "Yo, the more I listen to this song, the catchier it gets." And I was just like, I can see how that works. And then as I'm actually able to listen to it a little more, I'm like, yeah, okay, I see what they're talking about. This song does get super catchy really quickly.
I get it.
The opening, if they mixed it to be louder so we could actually hear it, it's not like a whisper that I'm listening for. It would be like, I'm still not gonna add it to my playlist. Maybe. I think after maybe 8th week of me listening to it, I'd probably like, hey sir, what song is this? Hey, what are you doing?
And then make sure no one notices that I'm adding it.
Dude, the BGM.
Yeah, the BGM's good. The OST is good. The bar inside of his mind is a fun little concept they have for a place where he's able to basically collect his thoughts. I think everybody has that kind of thing inside of their head. It's just in different forms.
Yeah.
So that's kind of cool that they tie that in there. Yeah, no. And then also, yeah, there's still the concept of, so we have a guy that was transported to another world, and he's just a guy. That's it. No magic. He has no magical powers because he was not born in this world, so he has literally not any capacity to collect, harness, or control mana. He was not brought to this world via God, so he has no blessings in order to make him stronger. He wasn't even reincarnated into this world.
He didn't die and reincarnate.
He was just brought back. And he was just brought over. And he could get sent back, which is actually the other part about this, which is normally, inside of isekais, you can't get sent back. Once you get brought in, that's it. You're done. You're stuck.
But because he was summoned over by Mao-sama, and who wanted to hire him, basically, he was like, I can send you back to your world. Like, I summoned you here, but I can send you back.
Kind of crazy that a demon lord summons somebody. They can send them back nice and easy, but
a goddess or god,
the god or humanity does a hero summon. We have no way to send you back, man. Dom, the demon lord sounds better.
All right, based off of doing my math, I guess I technically would give the series an 8.5 out of 10 based on like my rating system. Cause I ain't gonna lie, I did give it quite the bump because the OST, OST is good. Like, now mind you,
it's basically if you were to put it between both of us, it's about an 8.
Yeah,
it's about an 8.
Yeah, because I thoroughly and also one of my other rating systems, the way I do my rating, I also put like enjoyment as part of it. Because there's some series where like if you break down everything, it's like, wow, this is great, but did I enjoy it? Not really. It's one of those series where. It's cool. It's chill. I say it's not so interesting that I would say like I would binge watch it with ease, in the sense of like if I was at home, I could put this on at work, and like I could put this on at work and while I'm working, just have it in my ear and whatever, no big deal, and I go fuck off basically, and I'll finish this series within the first season, like no problem, but. Then we get to if we were talking about like the point of like me at home watching it, I probably watch like 2 episodes a day, like, or if I do like the similar route that we do whenever we're watching like either a show that's already out or that we're rewatching. I was like, all right, we'll watch 2 episodes today, and then we'll continue next time, like we did with High School of the Dead.
Yeah, or 3 Leaves, 3 Colors.
That we had to, because I think we watched 3 episodes and we're like, yo, this is fire.
3 Leaves, 3 Savages.
And then we were like, yo. And then the next day I was like, we just watched 1 episode, and then we were like, we'll be back and we'll do 2 episodes, because I'll be damned if we rush through this.
That shit was good. That shit was a banger.
Oh, God. We should rewatch that again.
Man, for Salaryman in Another World, definitely need to have... you guys should go check it out.
If there is a season 2, I'll be happy. If there's not, I'll be fine. It's not such a good show that I would say I need a season 2.
And the manga is still out there too, and it's
actually pretty far ahead.
It's pretty far ahead. So there's still ways to enjoy it.
Mm-hmm.
But if it does get a season 2, awesome. Yeah, but if not, okay.
I'll live. It's not a No Game No Life where I'm like, I'm still waiting 12 years later.
It's like,
actually, no, didn't No Game No Life come out like 2010?
It's like, all right, Teppen season 2, when are you coming out?
Oh God, it's not.
It's not. But I'd like it to. This time, I want it to be Shota's.
I want it to be based. Straight base, bro.
Dude, I want it to be like high school dudes, but they're like all like Ren looking.
Okay, it came out in 2014, so it's been 10 years. Or 11 years. Damn, it's been 11 years since No Game No Life. Damn, that's crazy.
But actually, I'd be okay if it was just normal high school. It's just trying to be...
I mean, that's what Teppen is.
Yeah, it's all Teppen is.
It's high school girls.
Yeah, it's just high school girls, or you're trying to become trying to basically chase the dream to be a comedian. So you gave me Tep in season 2, and it's
Dudes.
And it's Dude edition. Dude. I'm watching it. Watching
it for the dudes.
Watching it for the
Hey,
dudes.
if you're a dude, like this video. Hey, you know if you're a dude.
Yeah, if you're a dude, dude.
What? Take out your glasses? Clink me. Dead. Ooh, all right. Up next for our topics, we're gonna be talking about the watch list for this upcoming season. But before we then, I need to use the restroom. If you don't mind, I'm gonna go ahead. Oh, my knees, on my hip.
Can't you hold it?
Look, either it's your bed, your mouth, or your toilet. You choose.
Don't you ever say anything like that to me ever again. Just go use the restroom.
Say less. Alright, now that he thinks I'm just here to use the bathroom, I'm gonna give you Cosmonauts an extra recommendation. You're welcome.
Okay, so now that the schmuck's out the room, I'm gonna tell you about this manga.
The anime is
Oooh.
Season 2 is starting in a few days.
Alright, the manga is already completely caught up. 180 chapters of enjoyment.
You follow who I would say is the best and most cute couple in anime of recent history. Hands down.
You get to dive into the wild mind of Raido, and let me tell you, he's wild.
And you get to see how the inconceivable Aharen-san operates.
If you enjoy simple comedies, light-hearted stories, check out the manga today.
Or watch it. It's only 12 episodes at this point and takes no time whatsoever to get through. I mean, it's a chill watch, so definitely go check it out. Alright, well, I need to have there before Q gets kind of weirded out by how long this is taking. So, but first, have to cover my tracks. Sorry, I had to go ahead and use the stool.
Use the ye old restroom for a while myself.
Yeah. You weren't talking to nobody, right? I heard your voice.
I know. I was on the phone with my dad.
Oh, yeah. How's he doing?
He's doing good.
Okay, I'll believe you for now. Don't you sign a contract with some other schmuck?
Contract? I don't even have a contract with. Never mind.
I should make you sign one.
You're not gonna do that.
Anywho, we're going now to talk about, wow, these lights are lighting.
We got a verbal contract.
Yeah, no, that's a problem.
Yeah, these lights are lighting.
But, anywho, our watches for this upcoming season, we're going to discuss that before we wrap things up. I think that's a proper way to do things. Because, why not talk about what we're going to be checking out this upcoming season? We have stuff to talk about in the future as well, that if we announce it now, and, yada, such and such. And, I mean, hey, in about 12 weeks, actually, I guess in this case, about 13 to 14 weeks, we'll have something to talk about again. That being said, so for our watch list this upcoming season, we have Aharen-san wa Hakaranai Season 2.
Season 2, baby.
Best Girl is going to be here.
Yep, Best Girl is going to be here. We're going to see more of Ren. We're also probably going to be able to see Aharen's mother.
Oh, right.
We probably should be getting her in season 2.
I hope so.
That'll be a lot of fun.
Great. We're not gonna get that one.
No, we're not gonna get that. Probably.
But we get her hopefully.
We should be getting her
because
in there.
like that. It would be like season 3.
Yeah.
If I had to be honest.
Yeah. So we should be getting. We get to see Aharen's mom.
Yeah, we get more Raido and Aharen nonsense. Let's be real. Like that's what you're actually here for.
That's what we're all here for.
Yeah. I love that series so much. I still remember the main reason I saw the trailer for the first season long prior, like I think it maybe like during the month or the season prior to when it should be coming out, and I was like, what's this all about? It looks kind of cute. Decided to go read the manga, and after reading it for a little bit, I was like, I gotta put Q on. He will love this series. And I remember I showed him a bunch of panels from it over and over, trying to convince him slowly to go check it out. And he did. And he loves Raido. That's his boy.
Raido is my dude. He's a very good boy.
And
wild thoughts, but good boy.
And, we had a good time. So, we definitely look forward to season 2. We know it's going to be fun. It's going to be a sweet watch. And this time, it's not on a freaking day, or excuse me, it's not. I don't have to worry about having to leave, because when season 1 came out, it came out on Fridays, and I did skate lessons on Friday, and this is what the heartbreaking part was, where sometimes he would also he would work, but sometimes he would leave at a certain time before I can get back, so we couldn't watch it. And I was like, this is some BS. And I was very sad.
Some baby back bullshit.
Yeah, and, tis what tis. So, now, because he works mornings and I, too, end up working mornings anyway, I feel less bad in the sense of that, where I'm like, okay, I can cope. I can put on some BS at work, no problem. I have a bunch of... I sometimes watch some new shows. I mean, that's why I started watching the Spider anime. Because I was like, okay, let me just put on this series. I've been wanting to check it out. And I like to go ahead and check out some new shows here and there, as long as there's an English dub. And, yeah. So I look forward to Ahara-san Season 2. It's going to be great. The next series we're going to be definitely checking out is The Gorilla's Go-To Girl, also known as Gorilla Kami-sama. That's what I'm going to call it moving forward. This series is going to be... I hope it's going to be fun.
I think it'll be a lot.
Based off of the description... It sounds like, in theory, it should be super fun, super enjoyable.
I think it actually will be, because what is more cool than a gorilla? Maybe Godzilla.
You know what? I was restricting myself to animals, but you know what? Godzilla is much cooler.
Yeah, maybe Godzilla. But gorillas, cool,
pretty freaking good. And this is a gorilla god.
Girls in anime,
I like. Listen,
I like them.
I like gorillas. I like girls in anime. Put them together.
I
don't see any problems.
So far, this sounds like a good match.
Sounds like a banger. You listen. You put girls with cool stuff. Come on, girls and tanks. Come on.
Yeah, girls and tanks. I mean, the formula writes itself at some point.
Listen, you put cute girls with stuff, and it's usually fine. It's usually.
Yeah.
It usually turns out all right. Oh, charming. But yeah, that's something we're gonna look forward.
Hey, for once, there's no microphone for me to burp into.
I know, right? Yeah, I decided. Oh yeah, did I tell you why? We're not wearing microphones this time.
No.
Oh no, it's because I was listening to audio when we recorded earlier, and it was so quiet. Even yours was closed. I was like, no, what? I'll just use the camera microphone.
Okay.
And it's not like it needs to be the highest quality anyway. If I care about the highest quality, I'll go buy better microphones. But
I'm surprised. Usually those ones would work pretty well.
Yeah, but it was just quiet.
Like, I don't know why, because those. I mean, that usually used to work pretty well. So
yeah, whatever.
Maybe it's something we gotta change. Anyway,
yeah,
technical difficulty. No one cares.
Moving on to the next series, we're gonna be checking out a series that I have been reading as a manga, and it has been frustrating me because anytime it frustrates me, I bitch to this guy, whether he cares or not. And that being said, is the Children of the Shuinji Family. I am having mixed emotions of the series, at least for it upcoming into an anime, because maybe it'll solve the problem that I have with it, which is, while reading it, the thing is, I don't like the main character. He lacks ambition. He's indecisive. Basically, funny enough, I told Q here that, honestly, the only way they can solve the problem that this series has is, from the very beginning, is if they just swap the genders of every character, excluding the youngest brother, funny enough, this series would actually be like, I'm like, that was a good series. Because when I tell you that this main character acts like such a maiden, It is crazy.
He's a sweet, sweet boy. What's the problem?
It's frustrating because because he like I said, he lacks ambition. He lacks a decisiveness too, which is it's just one of those things where if he was oblivious, I could let it slide. You know what I mean? I can let an oblivious main character slide. I'll be salty, but I can let it slide.
So you're saying that you can let Senno slide?
No, because he's like his retardation is not, no. I don't let him slide because he'll have someone tell him how he feels, or he'll tell him what's happening, and he'll just ignore it, and that shit has me hot. Like that.
It's because he's oblivious.
Like, no, shut up. That's different.
Combatively oblivious.
Yeah, he's combatively stupid. That shit had me hot. Cause bro is just like, what are you like? Let's go on a date. What are you scheming? You know what? That's a very fair question. That's a fair question. The first time, say like nothing. I just want to go on a date. No, but what's your game? What are you gaming at? Nothing. It's literally gonna be a date between me and you.
You know what, man? I believe her. I don't know what it is, but something about her just says, actually, I can believe this.
I think, the fact that she is, wait, I get it. You're trying to go after the white camphor. No, I'm literally just trying to go on a date. All right, man. Alright, you kind of caught her out on it.
And she is not folding.
Like, so. Listen, even I agree so far with your process of thinking, because she be scheming.
She do be scheming, but I don't think this is one of those schemes.
And throughout the whole date, oh my, this had me hot. Just that nigga went ahead. Excuse my niggatry, but that nigga went. That one nigga went. Or one of these fish a white camphor? I wanted to sock him. I wanted to hurt him.
Hey, you think one of these fish could be a white camphor?
I never in my life wanted to hurt a main character so bad. Listen, I got his ass for the whole like, who called us down here? I got mad at that after hearing it, but nah, this right here takes the cake. Like, cause Senno sometimes has a moment of detective work where I'm like, that was weirdly ingenious of you. Like when he figured out his friend was a was a red camphor. When he learned his childhood friend was a red camphor, him able to deduce that, I was impressed.
Very impressive
I
work.
was like, that's actually
some good detective skills from somebody that can't figure out who called him into a room, even though this room was specifically designed in a way that made it very obvious who called him into this room. I won't get into the specifics of it because there's a lot that goes on to the specifics of this room. But anyway,
it makes it painfully obvious.
Main point being, if the people in the Situigi family were of the opposite gender, he would have enjoyed this more.
Yeah, it would have been better. Because
I didn't read it, I have no real feelings towards it, except for the feelings that he has for it. So however he feels about it is how I feel about it.
And you'll understand truthfully when the series starts in a few days. Because I remember I described this to, it was funny. I sent a screenshot of the shows I was, before I added more. I sent an image of like I'm watching these shows upcoming spring. 3 out of 4 I'm upset. And Harquin was able to perfectly guess that it was gonna be the Shuichi family one, but not for the reason he thought. He's like, yeah, I thought let me guess, it's the purple one. You know, it's just like, and he's like, it's because he's looking smug as hell and he's surrounded by bitches. I was like, you know what? Actually, I didn't even consider that, which is weird because this is usually what I really consider a lot. Because I'll have you know, when we were watching anime, a harem specifically, and there's one guy and a bunch of bitches, I always place myself in the situation of that world of me being some random schmuck witnessing this, and it's all the same. Oh, let me. What I guess like. Oh, hey, welcome to our hot spring. How many rooms you guys? How many guys? 1 room, or no, 2 rooms. 1 for this big guy and another one for you and your bitches.
It's always gonna be the same disapproving face of like, all right, this guy.
just like, hey, we're gonna turn it. Cause no way. Like, listen, like, and he's just like, no, that's actually not the reason. The reason why, and I explained my exact reason to Discord gang as to why I hate this guy, at least as a main protagonist. And he was like, "This sounds frustrating." I'm like, "It is very frustrating." But I'm gonna watch it. Who knows? Maybe the anime, the way it does it, technically will be a little bit better than the manga, because you can't drag it as long as you can. As the manga is always gonna drag things longer than the anime, typically.
True.
So there's no way if they do. Oh, Q! I'm gonna lose my. I'm gonna lose it. But anyway, let's talk about some positive stuff. Another series that's coming back to us with a season 2.
Slime Waifu.
Slime Waifu. If I'll say the actual name for those who don't know, because you might be thinking, "Oh, Rico doesn't slime." No. We're talking about the good one. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
And also, we're talking about Slime Waifu, not a
Shota. Slime, because you're
slime.
Because you technically copied like a girl, but like
you're a guy,
you're a dude,
but you mainly
also
spend most of your time as a slime. So that one's just called slime.
Yeah,
but then there's Slime Waifu,
which Slime Tashite 300 nen Shiranai Uchi ni level max ni Natamashita season 2, aka Slime Waifu.
I've been slaying slimes for 300 years until I reached max level.
Yeah. Oh, look at you. This guy's Japanese is on point. Don't tell him that you just know the English title.
Good. I wasn't going to say anything.
I'm glad we did it. But yeah, we look forward to this. Because it came out in 2020, I believe.
I believe it did.
Yeah, the first season, 2020.
Either 2020 or 2019.
Because I remember, I think 2020, because I remember I was watching on the rooftop.
Yeah.
I remember that.
Yeah.
But it's a series we really like just because it's very simple. It's a nothing story. There's I'm gonna be real.
It is, but it's an enjoyable nothing.
Yeah, it's cute girls doing cute shit. If you want us to be completely honest, that is all what the series is. Cute
and it's a Yankee ghost. If you like Yankee sounding characters, you'll enjoy the Yankee ghost.
Nothing really. Technically, like a lot happens, but nothing happens.
And there's like 4 lollies.
Oh yeah, there is. There is that base.
Yeah.
But there's gonna be more. But anyway,
and there's like 3 big-breasted characters.
Yeah, based.
Which is kind of funny. There's 4 lollies.
Yo,
4 flat justice and 3 mountains.
Yo, Azusa, imagine.
Your grip would be real good there at the shoulder. You can let me go now. Okay.
But anyway, we look forward to it.
Yeah.
Season 2 is gonna be fun, just like season 1 was. It's honestly, it's gonna be if you like kind of like the kind of humor. It's very Japanese humor.
Yeah.
Style or Japanese humor style, where. It's not like Japanese humor in the sense of you need to be Japanese to get these jokes. It's more like if you understand the formula of Japanese humor, then you'll enjoy the show.
True.
If that makes sense. Because the Japanese humor, like that one freaking show that's based in this one prefecture of Japan that you're not gonna get unless you live in that prefecture.
Oh yeah, that one. I cannot remember what the name of that one is, but yeah, I know which one you're talking about. Oh
god, that series is like one of my favorite in the sense that you commit.
There's that one with the Japanese prefecture, and there's the other one where it's like you would not enjoy this anime unless you actually read books.
Bernard-san or something.
Something like that.
Yeah, like, dude,
if you don't actually read books.
We watched the first episode and we were lost. Because guess what? We don't read.
We're Yu-Gi-Oh players.
Like, that part. Dude, we should play some Yu-Gi-Oh after this. Not really. I gotta go to bed. But, oh, God. Yeah, it's one of those series where, that being said, this series in particular is one of those series where do you want to watch something, kind of turn off your brain, chill, laugh a couple here and there? This is up your alley. Slime Waifu is really fun. I really enjoyed the first season. And hell, actually, I might rewatch it at work tomorrow just because,
shits and giggles. Why not?
Yeah. I mean, I'm going to be watching this show real soon anyway. Why not? Why not? No, I actually recently added this next 3 other shows onto our list because I am actually mildly curious about them and I want to check them out. And why not? Like, worst case scenario, if they're garbage, we're still gonna watch it, but I'm gonna bitch about it damn near. I will do it. So why not? And
I'll be forced to watch it because he's just gonna put it on, and then every time I'll try to ignore it, he's gonna be like, Q,
look at this shit.
Look at this shit. You gotta look at this shit. Look at this shit. And I have to end up watching it anyways.
Yeah, so, I won't. I know. The thing is, if a show's bad, I will not watch it alone. I will not. I need to watch it with someone else so they can see. I need confirmation
that this show's garbage.
That they're seeing the same shit that I'm seeing. I need
because just in case, maybe I'm just going crazy, and that's why.
Yeah, maybe I'm being actually harsh on my judgment, and honestly, I'm blowing this out of proportion, and that may be what's happening. That's why I'm having an extra person. Also, if I'm suffering, someone else needs to. Misery loves company.
Oh,
so. One of those shows is Haite Kudasai Takamine-san, which is it's based on what I have read the description of it. I never read the manga. I've seen the manga pop up whenever it gets updated, but I never read it. But it is about a girl who basically she's the perfect girl, the perfect image of you guys know what I can do. The perfect image of a student at this school. That being said, she, the way she be able to pull this off is she has to remove some article of clothing, and she decides to remove the pantsu because it's easier. So the duty that main character Kun has to do is, hey, bring some extra article of clothing. See, so if I need to put something on, know what I mean, and. It's Gooner. It's Gooner series. Look at the cover art. It's Gooner. It's Gooner. He's doing the thing. He's doing his research. He's getting invested. He's adding to his favorites. He's reading it right now in front of me for some reason.
What's funny is that I don't even know this series.
Really? You haven't seen it pop up?
I have not seen it pop up once.
Really?
Not a lick.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. No. It's I mean, it's actually pretty. It must be pretty solid enough.
What is this? Mama, Papa, and me.
Hey, yo, save that for later. We can go into that later. But that's the series we're gonna check out. I have low expectations, just due to the fact that it's gonna be like To Love Ru good as far as I'm expecting. But who knows? Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it'll actually be pretty funny. Hey, if it's funny, I'll be down. I like funny shit. I like funny stuff.
I do like funny shit.
Another series that I decided only because I was just like, you know what, fuck it, who knows? Maybe I'll actually like you guys in anime. Is the Unaware? God damn it, this word. Atelier Meister. That is a series we were just looking at before this recording. In the sense that we finished up with one series, and I was like, should I watch you later? Maybe. We'll check it out. Also, English dub is already out. So, I'll be going ahead and getting us into that. Yeah, because I don't got to read. And I'm a fan of not reading.
It's true. I'm also a fan of not reading.
And we'll definitely check that out. Have you read the manga at all for that?
No.
Oh. You heard it here first. Quincy actually hasn't read this shit.
I don't read a lot of things.
He's lying.
I'm not lying.
But yeah, that's definitely a series we're going to be checking out real soon. We look forward to it.
Don't worry, guys. This is a fan service. Need to loosen up just a little bit.
So it's fan service.
It's not fan service.
Oh, we can see his neckline.
Oh, you can see his neckline. If anybody was like that, I'd be like, yo, go touch grass.
But this series that I'm not a fan of the archetype, really. I'm not a fan of the whole kicked out of the hero party in terms of I'm broken, unless like everyone in that hero party is also broken. That's why I like Beast Tamer.
Yeah.
Because, he was kicked out of the party and he was broken, technically, but he was broken in the sense of Beast Tamer.
Yeah, he's Beast Tamer broken, not person, not personally broken.
And that being said, even the hero part is actually hell. They even point out the hero is going to eventually become stronger than him. It's just destined to be that way.
Yeah.
So it's just like that. I look forward to, seeing where it goes moving forward. But anyway, for this series, we'll see. If it's garbage, then it's garbage.
If the hero keeps doing demonic shit.
And he was wild. But if the show is garbage and I'm just like, yeah, this fucking sucks, I'll bitch about it here. That's what I do. If I start a show, I like to finish it because I hate myself or something.
And me.
Yeah, I really do hate Q.
But it's because we're mortal enemies. We're mortal enemies, so we established that anyway.
And the last series we'll be checking out is Kakushite Makina-san, which is actually all right. Yeah, this is the Gunner show. Because the dude basically has one of the school idol to live in his place. Now, sounds generic, but turns out she's a fucking robot specifically built for horny pleasure. Yep.
I don't remember agreeing to this one.
Oh, yeah. I didn't ask. So, you're going to watch that show because it sounds hilarious. At least based off the it used the word shenanigans in the description, therefore, I'm going to assume it's going to be funny. So,
alright, I'll accept it. Shenanigans.
At least on my anime list, they describe hilarity ensues and they're trying to hide her identity through shenanigans. And I'm like, you use the word shenanigans. I'm built for that. And all that cool stuff. But yeah, that's what we'll be checking out in spring. And of course, there will be content in regards to those things. Not weekly, because no, fuck that. Actually, I think maybe one series I'll pick out of these that I'll actually do episode reviews or stuff like that. But I haven't decided which one. I'll probably pick the show that Quincy doesn't care about. Yeah, so we'll go through them. Whatever show, the Shoinja family, no matter what he's watching.
Yeah, because he's gonna force it on me. Because he just hates me that much.
Stop it! You embarrassing me, folk. You embarrassing me. Stop it. Not in front of the fans. No fan service.
I know, right? No fan service. That's why there's no fan service ever allowed on this channel.
Yeah. Because if we want to give you guys fan service, we wear suspenders. Therefore, they pull our dress pants up real nicely, and the cheeks that this man has are diabolical. That being said,
he's talking about himself of being very humble in this scenario.
Not me. I don't have that dog in me to be humble. But anywho,
that dog in me to be humble. Get the fuck out of here. That was the most humble shit I ever fucking heard. That was disgusting. Get your ass out of here.
God damn. But that's what we look forward to in spring. I do want to, I guess based off of these shows, the one that I might let you slide on is Makina-san, unless it's too funny. If it's actually too funny, then I can't.
I want to pass on this one right here.
Oh, Takamine-san. I'll see.
Who?
Takamine-san. Yeah, you just pointed right here.
No, I know. I pointed at this one right here.
Yeah. I'm right there. Yeah.
No, you're not pointing where I'm pointing at all.
No, I know. Right here.
Right. Stop fighting me!
Oh man, this guy. Alright. So woo, he's a little crazy. But we should wrap up. I'm ready to go to bed. We gotta wake up. You gotta wake up. What time do you wake up?
Who knows? We'll find that out later.
Oh yeah, let's get the look. Is your alarm set?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Let's get on out of here. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. If you didn't, Quincy's gonna cry. And he doesn't even do the editing.
I'm going to cry through my loins.
Yeah, what he said. So, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, ring ring that notification bell, all that jazz, cookies, and milk.
Also share, because you want your friends to also be able to enjoy anime and manga recommendations, because everybody knows weebs have friends.
You have online friends. Share them in Discord or on X, formerly known as Twitter. On Facebook, on MySpace, shit.
On Photogram. No, that's not it.
Telegram.
No, that's not it. On
no. Skype. Share it on
Snap. No, that's not it.
Oh, golly.
God. Picture chat?
Oh, God. I don't want to get sued now. We're not a mom. You can call it by his real name. And
hell, send it to your PSN friends. Who cares? Just
send it to your grandma. Tell her I said, "Hey, yo, what up?" And I hope guys see you real soon again, because we will.
He's a gilf fucker.
No, I'm not.
He's a gilfer.
Honestly, all I want is him to call me handsome and then give me chocolate chip cookies.
And he's gonna get all up in her cookies. Yeah. Yeah.
And we'll see you guys next time. Johnny. Oh. Dude, you think it was up high.
I don't even know where it went. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, gee.
I guess we found it.
Yeah, golly. All right, bye. See ya.
Beat it, nerds.